Righto, what is going on, and welcome back to another video, everyone. This is a bit of an unplanned one. This is a bit of a spur of the moment thing that's happened. We are getting a car delivery. I don't know if I want to give it away just yet, or if I'll just end up giving it away in the title and the thumbnail, but pretty cool. I've been talking about getting it for ages and all that sort of shit. And now the guy has actually went, hey mate, I've got a bit of free time on my hands, I'll bring it up to you. So, absolute legend for bringing me the car. I'm going to swap him a few Corolla bits that might give it away, but it's a KE. Even though about 2 days ago we just bought a KE. So I think until he gets here, I'm going to update yous on everything that we did last weekend, which I didn't end up filming. So bit of a bummer, but it was just a lot easier to not do it, and we're a bit rushed for time with our little mission that we went up to Cairns to get some bits. I don't know, I'm just going to start. Sometimes when I come in here, the wheels and shit move and they make sounds and I feel like they're all going to fall on me. I bought a pair of work equip 03s, I think they are. I don't really know. I just got offered to them. So shout out to Jack Lister. Hit me up. He said he's got some cool wheels there that he wasn't really using anymore. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a bit of a... have a bit of a weakness for wheels, and I kind of lashed out with this pair. I'm kind of used to just paying like $10 a rim or like scrap prices, but lashed out on this pair of, I think they're 03s. They're work equips. So first pair of genuines anyway. So they'll be going on the KE, I think, on my nice one. I just got to go through and see if I have a nice spec set of 14s to go on the rear, because I think I'm going to run these on the front, but they're 14 by 7. They've got like a 175 on them, so they're a little bit stretchy. I think I'm still going to polish them up and probably give them a bit of paint and loving. But so we got those while we were up there. I'm thinking for the rears I'm going to run these, if this gimbal wants to do the right thing. Thinking I'm going to run those on the rear because they're 14 by 7, so they'll be pretty similar. Picked this up yesterday. This is separate mission. Gimbal, please work. We got this. It is a 7K. I thought they were fuel injected, but they're not. Or this one's not. This one's carby. So we got a 7K out of a Town Ace. There was a guy in Townsville here wrecking a Town Ace. So I asked him about it. He said he just wanted to sell it all as a whole, so I just let it sit with him. And then probably like a week later, he hit me up and said he'd sell it. So I bought my first 7K. It's just been something on my mind. Like if one popped up, I'd be interested in buying one. So I bought a 7K. It is low on compression on one of the cylinders, but who gives a fuck? It come with a brand new clutch, complete motor. So I've got a few spares there, and I don't know why, but I got a gearbox. Gimbal, please do the thing. I got a gearbox with it. There's a gearbox down there. I can't fucking show you. Gearbox, airbox, alternator, and we got a fresh starter motor with it, so I'm pretty hyped about that. The starter was probably the highlight. I think I would have paid him, I paid $300 for all this. I think I would have given him $300 just for the starter because they're fucking expensive and hard to get. So I think that's everything that I've put away for now. The Valiant's for sale because we've just been taking on too many Corolla things lately, as I'll show you in a minute. So I put the Valiant up for sale. I think I gave it about half an hour of trying to start it, and then I just went, yep, fuck this, took 5 photos of it, put it on Facebook. So if you want to buy a fucking Valiant 4-door, fucking buy this one, mate. There's nothing else out there for you. This is the fuel tank that I got out for the guy who's coming here with this delivery soon. So it's just a fresh fuel tank. Really clean inside. It's from like fucking Mount Isa or some shit. It's out of a Corolla I got from out there. So it's clean, and he was after a clean fuel tank. He's got a 4-age sedan that he's doing. He needs a clean tank. So I'm going to give him that one and swap it for this amazing car that he's going to be dropping off. Irvan update. We got it polished, or cut and polished the other day. So the Irvan is looking fucking smick. The Irvan is looking prime. All the stickers are all like, they're a lot brighter now. Still after a mod plate for it, if you know anyone, but she's looking smick now. So the Irvan is pristine. All the I don't know if I showed that, but it's got side dump now, but it had all black soot up there, so that all come out. They've went and cleaned all the bars and all sorts of shit, so it's really bright now and it is great. So shout out to A1 Auto Spa Townsville. They did this for me, and they've done, what else did they do? Or I did the video with the red car, getting that detailed, and they cleaned the white Corolla as well, which now I'm just doing nothing with it. And probably the most exciting thing that's happened recently is I finally decided, I didn't decide to do it, it just, shit happens, you know. Corolla come up for sale, buy Corolla, move on with life. But I bought another Corolla. This thing's actually not that bad. So this will be the base for the K drift car that I want to do, so I can get into that a bit more, or at least have like a dedicated car to do it in. I don't know if I've said it yet, but basically my mission for this is to go keep it 4K, 4-speed, and just be a little weapon. So I want to take every single cheat I can to make 40 horsepower, go around the track, maybe. I'm only going off what I've kind of learnt from the red car. So this thing's pretty much gonna get no springs. Hopefully they let me do that. It's gonna get no springs. Probably put a hydro in it, good seats, low as fuck, like 13s with like a 50 sidewall, so like tiny wheels. Probably do some water sprayers for the back wheels. But anyway, I'll show you this car. So this is the car I've been talking about for ages. I've been planning on getting a K70 to do for a drift car project. And this one come up and it was kind of perfect because I didn't want to ruin a very nice one. So this one does have the front end. She hit a tree at some point in its life, but thankfully, if you have noticed on the roof over there, I have a full slant body actually. So I'll have a slant front to go into this. This is what we're working with. It's a 95,000K 4K and a 4-speed. The story was, it was from like Tableland somewhere, I believe, and there was kids using it on a property to drive to the front gate to catch the bus to school, which is pretty cool. So my theory is the brake booster and master's fucked. So I'm assuming these kids didn't have brakes and probably freaked out and crashed it into a tree. Just a theory, but I have been cheating a little bit. We did get it running the other day. I didn't really film any of it, but basically all I did was I just cleaned the points. Had to put a relay in it, someone had pinched the relay, and like literally put a battery in it, man. So these 4Ks, you fucking can't kill them. I love this thing. So this thing will be a good goer, especially with the amount of Ks it has. It'll probably have a lot more like thrash life left in it. I'm just kind of assuming that, but I jam-packed a lot of shit in here. So the fella up in Cairns, thanks to him, he gave me a lot of Corolla stuff. He gave me 2 doors, heap of wheels. This is interior wise, it's not bad, it's all there anyway. 95,000 Ks. It has the factory stereo up there, which is pretty cool. He gave me a drive shaft to go from T50 to stock KE diff, which, you know, could possibly be something one day. And what else? So I got a few mags. I just got those like alloys there, and then in the boot we have some like cooler wheels. I swapped him a set of I had like a pair of rotors. They were like they were like my first cool wheel I was ever running on the Corolla, but they were like 15x8. Anyway, he has speedway cars and shit. So I swapped him my pair of rotors for all these wheels, which is a bit sad because they're like my first wheels ever done up, but onward and upward. We got some cool mags here, so we got a full set of them. A few Corolla Steelies because you can never not have enough of them. But rust wise, this thing, apart from the front end, if this thing didn't have the front end caved in, I'd probably daily this thing. I reckon I honestly would. But yeah, so that's my Corolla that we bought the other weekend. Thanks to Terry for taking me up there and putting up with me for the day. But pretty cool that we got that as well. So this will be the main thing. Well, I thought it would be until this car gets dropped off. This is probably going to be, it's going to be hard to pick a priority when you see the new car and you understand why I'm making a big deal out of it. But I'm very excited. This has been a while. It's been a bit in the waiting, and I've been talking about it for a while, and now it's kind of all aligned and it's all happening. But this is drift car project for sure. So very keen to set this up and get it sliding anyway. Should be pretty fun. And maybe one day, this is very long term, but one day this would be the ideal car for me to want to take to Corolla Palooza. We did get a bit more shit with that. Gave me a stock diff. So we got an open stock diff. It's all complete. There's been some shit ripped off that one, like brake wires and that. So I'm thinking, instead of fucking around with all the old fucking drums and trying to fucking get little bits to work and crap and finding parts, I'll just drop that rear end out and we'll just sling this one up there because it's all complete. So this will get welded. Might have a welded center here already to chuck in it, but if not, this will get welded. We'll sling it up into that when we drive that over to the slab when someone buys the Valiant. There's a lot of planning going into this, but my idea as well is for the caved in front when we get it driving good, we're gonna tie it to this tree, or it's gonna have to be probably first priority because it doesn't hold water, and I want it to hold water. So we'll probably tie it up to this tree and slam her in reverse. That'll probably be next weekend's video as you're watching this. So hopefully it didn't fuck us around. Hopefully we didn't fucking rip the whole car in half. But yes, other than that, I think that's it. So we might see I don't know how much I'm gonna film. This guy that's dropping the car off, I think he does know that we do YouTube and stuff, but I don't really like putting it straight on people like first thing. Like I don't want them to, first time they ever come here, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, righto guys, fucking this guy. I don't want to put the camera in their face. So we'll see how we go about filming when it gets here, but if not, I'll just show you the car. So yeah. Righto, so fast forward to the next day. We didn't really film anything because there was just so much to catch up with old mate about the red cars and all sorts of everything that it's gotten up to since he's left that I haven't even told on here yet. But we've been in a bit of trouble before in the red cars, but not talking about it yet, but I will when I release some merch that we're kind of working on, I guess. But we bought the other red car, so the pair, the brother, the twin, the whatever you want to call it, to this one. If you don't know the story, they were both up for wrecking a while ago, a long time ago now, and we bought that one, and that one was like left there because we couldn't take two cars. I didn't really want both of them, and I always said to the fella, I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind coming and getting that other one to do them up the same and, you know, kind of bring them both back to life together. And he hit me up the other day, said he had a bit of spare time, and he brought it up to me. So absolute champion for bringing it all that way. Poor fella, he had to leave at about 5 o'clock yesterday, and he had a 3-hour drive home. So I'll show you around this car. I think I'm going to have to end the video pretty soon because we have a new one we're filming tomorrow, which will be this one. So we got a bit of Corolla shit happening. I'm kind of standing in the middle of 4 KE70s. So what else would you want in life? But we're going to show you around this. I pulled this one out and we parked them up next to each other to kind of reunite them. As I said, they're from like the Whitsunday areas is all I know. I'm going to try and get some more history on them, maybe some photos of back in the day. But as far as I believe, they were both ex-rally cars, or they were rally cars at some point, and then they obviously got too rusty and got parked up. So this one is a lot cooler, in my opinion, to this one at the moment, because this has a lot of old sponsor stickers, and it's got a Whitsunday Car Club sticker on the front window. Got a lot of old, like it's got a little Japanese sticker on the back. It's just looks like it's got a bit more history, and this thing looks like this was a proper race car back in its day. So I'll show you around this. So it's pretty typical. It's about the same state as the other one, because the fuel tank fell out on him on the drive back. If you remember when we did the drive back, our fuel tank fell out of this one. So same thing happened, a tail light fell out. He actually grabbed it for us, which was bloody champion of him to do. So like I said in the last one, we can put the tail lights in and it'll tie in all this rear end, you know. That bar will probably get a ratchet strap like this one. It's actually, I think it's actually got like, it's got Petter's shocks now. I think it's actually lifted because it's pretty high off the ground. So rear door's welded shut, but which is a bit, what do we got here? I think, yeah, no, I can't really. So this is the door. I don't want to do it because I'd rather save this for an Instagram reel, but it's about to fall off. So yeah, that's the door stitch. A few extra bits he gave us, a gear shroud, center console. That's pretty gold to me. I once drove like 4 hours to get a center console. Now I've got heaps of them. But pretty standard. It's actually, so this is an XX, so it was factory 5-speed, it still has the 5-speed, and it's got tacho dash, so it's actually, instead of a clock, tacho. So pretty hyped about that. You can see it's got all old gauges here and shit. Little battery isolator down there. Batteries in the back seat. This seat's nice. I like the XX seats, that's really cool. This one's been reupholstered or some sort of shit, but I think that's the front bar in the back there, but pretty nice dash. I can't believe it's not really that cracked or anything, but should probably clean up nice. At least it's got more interior than this old girl. Coming around to the front, she's missing a bit, missing her front bar, grille, headlights, but I think I'm gonna leave a headlight out on that side, so they're got opposites. This is what we're working with motor-wise. So it's got a red line manifold for twin Webers. The story goes that somebody actually went into this fella's yard and stole the Webers off of this. So that's pretty gnarly. Like, I can't believe there's actually people out there that are willing to thieve like a dirty old set of Webers that probably would have been fucked if it was like this. But she's got an electric pump into the mechanical pump. I had a peek inside the Dizzy cap. It's pretty corroded in there, but some pretty thicker spark plug leads than usual. Fair bit of wiring and all sorts of crap going on under here, but I have a bit of a thought that this car is actually going to need less wiring than what this one did, because this one was literally nothing. So we got a water pump on this. Virtually everything was sealed up except for the intake, and this is locked up at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we should be right to, it's a lot more sealed up than the other one, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Shouldn't be too much work, but that's what we're working with for the oil. It's not bad. I don't know if that wants to focus or not, but it's pretty good for my standards anyway. Bit of a funny yarn, when I was buying these cars as well, I didn't know which one he wanted to get rid of to me, so I wasn't sure how to tell the difference to him. So I literally have messages with him and I said, am I getting the one with more bonnet or less bonnet? And he replied with more bonnet. So I got the more bonnet one, but now I have the less bonnet one, which is pretty cool. So I'm hoping, I also like sent him a special request when he told me he was, fuck me, I probably just got tetanus just then. Fuck's sakes. I literally just cut myself on that. I made a special request to him to keep this frame intact. So it's actually still on the hinges and stuff. I said, can you please, please, please keep the frame for this intact? And he did, so absolute legend. Even the front of the bonnet is still clipped in. Like, it's still, which is just insane. I don't know where it's all went. Like, you can't really see much of it, which is a bit wild, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I did pull a Dizzy out of a car yesterday. I had a Dizzy, found it up in the roof there, so that'll be the Dizzy for this when this thing goes underway, but it's got a thermo. What else? Extractors. It's pretty neat. It was actually pretty clean in here yesterday when I popped this off, so might even pull the rocker cover off at some point. Don't know if you can even see that, but it's very clean in there, which is very surprising. But hopefully it doesn't take too much to get running, but in saying that, this is a Toyota 4K, so the car will probably go as it is. This is probably the worst side. I'm trying to make the decision on whether this is rustier than the other one or not. I think it might be. This side's pretty bad. This has a lot of all expanding foam and shit up in there. I don't know if it's had a hit there before or something, but coming through to this side, just pretty much have, oh, I think I'll probably use that at some point. But yeah, so she's 5-speed. Got a handbrake set up here, so like a bit of a drift e-brake kind of thing. She's 5-speed. Whatever this is, what do we got? Water, volts, oil, and another water. So pretty rad. Pretty rad that this thing's now mine. I've been talking about reuniting them for ages and all sorts and stuff, but it's finally happened now, which is pretty cool. Don't really think there's much else in here, so that's pretty much it for this thing, I think. But at least it's got like nice door cards and shit. Haven't opened this yet because this car was all like welded shut. Having a peek in here, I'm going to assume we're going to be putting a little boat tank in this at some point or something, but this is what I was talking about. It's got a lot of cool old stickers on it and shit, and it's just a cool car. Just some of the history behind these, I think, is really cool, and I'm glad that like I kind of got them reunited, and the plan is to get them both slammed. We might drive this around lifted for a bit and like actually kind of rally it out here maybe, but eventually it'll get slammed, and my one goal is to just have one time, I want to have both of these drifting together somewhere at some point. That's all I want to do, and then I'd probably eventually retire one of them, possibly this one because it's got better gear in it that I'd want to use in another car, and this one's probably a little bit straighter, so it'll last. It'll have a longer life anyway, but we got wheels planned out for this anyway, so it'll get some cool wheels, no shocks, and pimped out like this thing. But yeah, pretty cool that they're both back together. I'll do a big walk around of them. I'm just so, I'm hyped. This is just so cool. I keep forgetting how fucking low this thing is, and I want to make that one this low, so that's going to be pretty nuts. So I think I spoke before, that is going to be my drift car that I want to do, and yeah, these will just be the wrecks. I don't know if I should get the plates changed either and get Rec 1 and Rec 2, or whatever I'm going to do with it, but basically that's the gist of it. So pretty hyped. So anyway, I think this is where I'm going to finish the video. Nothing really too crazy in this one, but I'm definitely hyped. This is probably the most important car I've got of 2025, which is a bit of a bold statement, but very hyped that we have that. I know some people are probably like, what the fuck, there's something wrong with this guy, but I'm really happy I got that. That's probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen this weekend, is getting that delivered here. But I have someone coming around the Sarve too to take some photos of the bus, and probably these two now as well. So we've got photos on the Sarve tomorrow. Jacob's back, and he's coming around because he's been away on holiday. In saying that, I think we actually have something to play from him. He sent something in to play for you, so I'll play that now.
Hey mate, how are you? Sorry I couldn't be there for this week's video. Currently on vacation, as you can see. But I do have a message for all the Fallout viewers and Fallout fans. Fuck Fallout.
But other than that, fuck that cunt. He'll be here tomorrow, and we'll be ripping into the more decent, straighter KE. But definitely soon we're going to be doing something with this. It might even be a collab with Sick Puppy Cody. He hit me up as soon as I got it, and he was keen to fucking rip into this. So if I can get someone to help me, or maybe do it for me, and I sit in a fucking lounge chair over here and just watch him do it, that'd be pretty good. So other than all that, thanks for watching, and next week and all in the coming weeks and all that shit in the future, we got a heap more shit coming. Somebody buy the fucking Valiant and fuck it off so I can put Corollas up on the slab. We got Corolla fucking crazies happening at the moment. Might even host my own fucking Corolla Palooza out the fucking back, I reckon. I think I might even be able to get 4 cars. How wicked would that be? 4 KEs going around the fucking dirt track. Fuck, mate. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, and cheers for watching. See you later.